MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is... Here's Mookie Betts, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, first baseman, Mitch.
Next up for the Red Sox, Mitch Moreland. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Pulled toward right center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Verlander on point to start this one. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Astros, center fielder, George.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2. Boy, it sure doesn't seem like they want to pitch to this guy right here. I get that, but it's just the first inning. Sometimes you have to compete and set the tone.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Bregman leads off second with nobody out. So a full count now. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Batting fourth.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. The 0-1 pitch. Now both runners are breaking. He swings and throw down. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Here it comes, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
No balls and a strike to count. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
J.D. Martinez.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Struck him out. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. His line against Justin Verlander, pretty average results, 4 for 15. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Two out, nobody on.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Now at the plate, Evan Gattis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. 4-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and McCann gets into one here as he sends it high in the air and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. The first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Now at the plate, George Springer. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. The pitch.
Christian Vasquez.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Way out of here as it bangs off the gate.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Right fielder.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it there.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And he's safe. The tying run is in to score from second.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Cue shot here out towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Bregman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. 1 out now in the Houston third. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. High pop up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Benintendi is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Astros go down 1-2. Here's J.D. Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1-1 the count now. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. McCann corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts. He flew out in his last at-bat. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Catch made there by Altuve, and there are 2 gone now. Riding in once again, Rafael Devers. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ready with the 0-2. Tapper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strike. Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Here's Bogaerts, the young shortstop. And that's the first out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Evan Gattis now standing in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Called strike 0-2. McCann playing here in his age 34 season. He was taken in the second round during the 2002. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping up to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher, Christian.
Digging in, Christian Vasquez. less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
The batter, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. First time up, he went down looking.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another shot now. George Springer. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning. Hit to third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. But they still lead it 3-2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. But no chance to recover. Benintendi is on at first after the strikeout. Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And this one's in the dirt. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. And there are 2 away now. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think he could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. First pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, Stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Yuli Gurriel is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Altuve leads off first with one away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Takes a knee-high fastball. And now the runner's trying for third. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. One left for Houston. Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. Will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it one away.
How about it?
Digging in, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Verlander has been strong to this point. He's given up just the 2 earned runs through 6 1/3. Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Rafael Devers goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Now the Astros designated hitter, Evan Gattis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
This is pulled into right, and Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2. In now, Christian Vasquez. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. Verlander's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, right fielder.
Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Hit to short. Correa comes up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Stepping in, George Springer. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Center fielder, George.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
That was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard. And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and points the hitter.
Throw over to third here. Throw won't get him. Right there, and he is out trying to take third. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Again, he sends it out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Altuve at second. Gurriel on at first with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Liner toward right center. Well, this will hang up long enough for the center fielder to run under it as he makes the play for the second out. Here's J.D. Martinez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Drilled to the left side. Correa scoops it up. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Astros took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Justin Verlander pitches well enough to get the W. Chris Sale struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Please. Daytime. Now batting, Chris Taylor. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. McCann has it, and he makes the throw to first. Taylor is retired, and there's one away. Coming to the plate now, Corey Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike too.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Gonzalez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Justin Turner.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. Turner has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Turner stands at second with 2 gone. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Kershaw's ready. First pitch on its way. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And he got him. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right?
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Another 0-2 coming. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Correa over at second. Gurriel at first. 2 out in the inning. Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch, and guys don't take kindly to that. Striding forward now is the DH, Evan Gattis. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. And he chased it in the dirt. And they get to force it home. Whatever works is decided. Leading off the inning, Yasiel Puig, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. A 1-1 count to Puig. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball two.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Line to the right side, but foul. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in Big League Baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number two. Now at the plate, Jock Peterson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and low here, ball one.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Right fielder.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Swings through the slider there.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So digging in now, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, when he woke up this morning, the last thing he wanted was to be down 2-0 in the second inning. The good news is that both home runs have only been solo shots. But the bad news is he's not fooling anyone right now.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bregman, just 24 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you with us on MLB Network. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
So 1-1. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Full count, 3-2. Verlander deals the 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember. And now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here.
In now, Logan Forsythe. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a cold strike two. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 2 out, nobody on. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw looks in. First pitch on its way. To third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
The batter, number 1.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa. He's singled his last time up.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
In the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here. Digging in now, Yuli Gurriel. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. There goes Altuve. Pitch inside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Altuve at second with 2 down. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac at the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year. Corey Seager settles in to start things out. Pitch on the way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, third baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Justin Turner, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. And now is Yasiel Puig, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. Evan Gattis now standing in. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Back
to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Next for the Dodgers, Matt Kemp.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. That misses 1-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Matt Kemp goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Popped up. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away.
The catcher, number 9.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
George Springer.
There's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. As they watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peterson has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Boy, that's a quality AD right there, D-Roll. Falls behind 0-2 on 2 straight heaters. Gets the curveball and laces it for a base hit.
Yeah, I'm shocked right there. 0-2, blew 2 fastballs by him, and then he's able to stay on a breaking ball and drive it for a base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
First baseman, number 10.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. One more for the Astros. Stepping into the box, Logan Forsythe. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt. And not very. Many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. Forsythe stands at second with no outs. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Chris Taylor goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Ready once again, Corey Seager. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in, Justin Turner. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. In the air out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire. There's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Now the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Gonzalez playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first down. Settling in now, Evan Gattis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Grandal has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So stepping in, Brian McCann. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Forsythe is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the back here in Pittsburgh. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Here's the first pitch to him. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
2 balls and a strike now. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Right here, let's execute a good pitch down and away, see if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. Jock Peterson with a 2-run blast. And the Dodgers have come back to tie it at 3. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This is a pretty good pitcher's ballpark, PNC, in Pittsburgh.
What an impressive hitting performance by that lineup. This park, it definitely caters to the left-handed hitter. With that wall in right field, you feel like you can book one into the Allegheny. Not the same for a right-handed hitter. Big left center gap, and center field plays deep.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Check swing grounder to the right side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But they strike for 3. Ready now, Josh Reddick. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Kershaw looks in. Here comes the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Puig, still ranging back. Gone!
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The second baseman, number 27.
Jose Altuve will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
He was in a great hitter's count, should have been looking dead red, but instead chases after a pitch that he couldn't do anything with and would have walked him.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. So the batting order turns.
Center fielder number 3, Chris Taylor.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And he goes down and gets this one as it's lifted high into the air out to medium deep center. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Peterson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Marwin Gonzalez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. And there's ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Line drive to center field. Taylor is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Evan Gaddis now standing in. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch, and it's fouled away. And this one gets away. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, when you're out there trying to wrap up a CG, a complete game, you definitely don't want to start the leadoff guy with 3 straight balls.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. Coming to the plate now, Yasiel Puig. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the 9th inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
Count now a ball and a strike. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, that's a good executed breaking ball down in the zone. You got to tip your hat to the batter right there. He was able to get down on that baseball and drive it for a base hit.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Curveball that time, not even close. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear that that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Justin Verlander. Garrett Cole answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
Behind 0-2 now. And a double steal try here. Pitch inside the throw. The tag gets 1. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the 9th, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Stros